The intro I did before was a bit boring and a bit bland. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video where today I'll be helping you guys with your editing skills and going through just a few problems that I've had myself when I started editing and helping you guys to improve your editing as a whole. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go into the first part of my actual video that I've got here, which is from when I went to Chelsea with my brother. It was like the first, I think it was the morning that I actually did it. So I'm gonna actually go into it. I've already like done all of the explaining, I've done all the stuff. So this is like kind of like a afterwards intro, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then I don't know. So I'm gonna go through it and I'm literally gonna start from when I start on this video. So let's do this transition, please. Except from this one. This one's gonna be pretty long. So I'm gonna start playing this one and I'm gonna point out the problem and how I fix it, and then I'm gonna explain what it is and how it will benefit you guys. So let's just go in and watch it. Right, so there we had a straight problem, which is literally I was fidgeting with the lens and it just, if I left that, had left that in, it would look really weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find the bit where I start messing about with it. So I'll say it's about here, and then I press Control, I think it's Control B, or like that special key thing they have on the Mac, and press B, and what that will do is that will split it. Now when you split a clip, depending on how long it is, if it's long enough like this one, which you'll see in a second, you'll see that when it starts, you'll have that like jit effect, like I've just like gone from one thing to another. It feels like a complete change, if that makes sense. In the video that we found that we've just gone, do you know what, we don't want it there, let's cut it out, and that helps out a lot in the long run, because when you actually go and watch it, rather than having it like that, you can see it just carries on smoothly and there's no like awkwardness in between it. So the second part I wanted to talk about was So for this part I'm going to be talking about what is cinematic footage and B-roll. So cinematic footage and B-roll is where you take your main footage. So say for instance you have a vlog, right, and you're talking about something and you're saying, right, now I'm going to go to the shop. So as you're going to the shop, you record what's around you. So say for instance I record me waiting for the bus to go to the shop, right? Say for instance, hypothetically the shop's very far away, so I get on, I'm waiting for the bus and I take a shot around. So I take about a 15-second shot of everything around me and then me getting on a bus and going to the shop. So that footage would be classed as B-roll because it's not your main story that you're telling, it's just that journey towards it. So hopefully that makes sense, and I'm going to go back into what I'm talking about as well and how to do that. Peace. So pretty much I'm just going to show you now on how to actually make B-roll and just some things that you might want to take into consideration when you're doing it. So here, as you can see, I've got a just a bit where me and my brother are going on our way to Chelsea, and as you can see here, yeah, I'll see you when I get there. As I said, I'll see you when I get there. But for me, I don't want to just like go from that place. So yeah, I'm waiting for the bus and then all of a sudden, bang, I'm at Chelsea. I want to kind of like show that journey. So what I would want to do is, if you see here, I've got this, what I call side footage, which is basically just footage I've made while me and my brother on the bus going towards Chelsea. So what I'll do is I'll literally, as you can see here, one, there's quite a lot of noise, and two, it's like, it's not really showing much, and you can't really like, you don't really feel like there's that journey. So what I would do instead is I'd probably shorten this down. So I'd probably get it to like where you see my brother there, shorten it down to about here. Control for that special key on the Mac if you've got a Mac, and B, actually, do you know what, let me undo that one, be a bit longer. So I'd say about there, cut it, close that, go down to the speed, which way you can control it, and then I'll just literally slow this down, go onto my audio, any song at all. So I think the one that I did was this one, and then literally make this one 100, because when you make it 100 you want to make, that's the main sound that you want in, and then I would literally just turn this one down so this one doesn't have any sound, and then this one just has like pure music on it, so it's just not, it's not like looking awkward. So as you play it, you can see it slows down, looks more better, looks more effective, and then again you just grab onto a bit that you want. You got to make sure it's at least like 2 to 5 seconds long if you want to slow it down. But if you don't want to slow it down, you just want to, you want to actually like, say for instance you want just music and you want it like this, and you're showing the journey, then you can obviously leave it like that. But if you want to actually like slow it down, then you might want to like take about at least 6 to 7 seconds. Because if you take like, I don't know, 1 second out of this whole thing, so 1.1 seconds, and then you slow it down. For one, let me get rid of the sound. You're not really going to get enough. Whereas if you get it here, you can see that slow motion effect, and it's, for me anyway, it just looks more better. But it's up to you on how you would want to implement your B-roll as a whole, because at the end of the day, it is down to you on what you do, and obviously how you do it. So yeah, that's how you get B-roll. The next part I'm going to show you now is on how to get free music, non-copyright music, because on YouTube now, as probably all of you know, you can't just grab any song that you want. You have to like be selective with the choices that you make, and you have to make sure that you actually have the rights to use their music, otherwise your account, I think you get copyright strike 3 times or 2 times. I'm not sure how the copyright strike works, because I don't really want to be involved in that. But yeah, you go and type in, I typed in 1 minute free because there was a part of the song that I wanted, but you literally would just type in not copyright music, non-copyright music, find the one that you want, or if you want like it like a tailored channel designated to that like specific thing, so just for non-copyright music, then you want to go onto filters, click channel as I just did there, and then you want to go down to any of these ones that you see here. There's loads, there's absolutely loads of channels, so just pick the main one. The main one I would pick is this one and this one. These ones for vlogs, and these ones just general music. So go down to here, pick any song you want, and then just download it onto there. I'm not going to show you all of it because I don't know if I can actually show you it, but once you've done all that, then you'll come onto audio, and then all your stuff will be there. So that's how you get all your audio onto there. And then I've showed you obviously how to control the sounds and whatnot. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I was going to show you other things, but I think I'm just going to leave it for another part, because this video is going to get quite long anyway. It's nearly 6 minutes anyway. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.